Hello guys, it's Sun Gaming and today I'm reacting to DUMPS Guide for Credit Card Not Working by Dhar Mann Studios. Anyways, let's begin.
How do you get that drunk on a Monday night? Impressive.
Why are you here?
Your dad had a meeting.
I'm sorry, is he in prison? Like, is he in prison or what? Uh, yeah, we'll find out
So I
eventually.
get to start off my Monday morning with the delinquent. What joy.
Well, this delinquent wants in and out. Please don't forget the chopped jelly.
Why did you think it was a good idea to assault a bartender?
I was thinking about doing a career change. Try MMA, you know? Try punching my way up.
Don't you dare answer that phone. Let me guess. You were hanging around that girl again.
Don't put this on her.
Son, she's only with you for your money. Does she even have a job? Exactly. She doesn't need a job. She's living off of you. Oh, me? Really?
What did you expect? I'm the heir to a billion-dollar media empire. What am I supposed to do? Date a waitress?
Well, actually, I would prefer that. At least a waitress has some sort of work ethic. Listen, Wes, I'm considering other options for the development manager position.
What?
Sorry for interrupting. I know you're up against a strict deadline, so I stayed up late to finish it. Again, I appreciate you considering me for the development manager position.
You can't be serious. Him? You can't take this from me. This is my position.
Really? Where's your pitch? The one that was due last week. Let's see it. If you want to be taken seriously in life, you need to take your responsibilities seriously.
Okay, I'll be honest, I feel like this guy, I think his name is Wes, is more of a situation where, yes, his dad at least isn't spoiling him way too much and isn't sugarcoating the fact that he's not doing well. But it's the type of thing where his dad means well, but he still got spoiled way too much. His dad gave him way too easy access to the money, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case because he still acts like a spoiled brat even though his dad looks and like acts perfectly fine. He keeps telling him, "Hey, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that," stuff like that. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's continue.
That guy has been competing with me my entire life, and now you're just gonna hand him this win?
I'm sorry. He's gonna hand him this win? My guy, if anybody is handing that guy the win, it's fate at this point because here's the thing. You've barely done a thing. Like that guy's doing all the work with the strict deadlines and all of that, and you haven't done anything. So you don't talk even a little. You don't talk a letter about your dad supposedly handing him the win. Like, if anything's handing him the win, it's fate at this point. It's not your dad, it's fate itself. Anyway, let's continue.
I'll give you one more chance. One. But I'm freezing your credit cards. If you want the money, put in the hours just like everyone else. But that means no wiggle room. No criminal charges, not even a speeding ticket. You're here at 8 a.m. sharp, pitch in hand, ready to go over it. If I were you, I'd set an alarm so I don't forget.
All right, fine. Setting the alarm right now. Here, look, it's set. Okay? Hey Siri, text Gia Kendall. Sorry I'm running late. My father was being a major pain, but I'll be there.
Wes, Cuzzo, your phone need a charge after night in the tank? I have a supercharger in my office.
I have to ask, what does that guy exactly do Wes and his dad? Because he seems to be there a lot. He seems to be there a lot more than your average employee. Like, I have to ask, what is he exactly to Wes and his dad? Like, I genuinely want to know. Because if you guys saw what's been happening up until this point, he's been you could say he picked up Wes after the whole being drunk on a Monday night and stuff like that. So you know what? Let's wait and see what his relationship is to Wes and his dad exactly. Shall we?
I need to take a whiz anyways.
Great. Do you need anything else?
Give me a coffee.
Oh, I think it's a horrible idea. I mean, doesn't your dad's studio do action movies? Why would he want a comedy? I think I'll get them both.
Here you go.
I'm sorry. Are you telling me around $500 for 2 dresses? Like, first of all, Dhar Mann, I know this is gonna be a little nitpicky, but Dhar Mann, at the very least, put a name next to the dress. There's no way both of them are just generic names for the sake of it. I know this is nitpicking, but still. I'll honestly try to get any reaction I could so that I increase the runtime and don't feel like I'm actually stealing the video. But anyway, so when it comes to this, what I'll say is that I don't know if Wes is doing it just to, impress his girlfriend and do what she wants and stuff like that, or if he just or if he just sees no value in money, that $500 will seem really cheap to him for him to just blow it on 2 dresses. I don't know if it's whether that he doesn't know how valuable money actually is, or if he just does whatever his girlfriend wants. Honestly, I feel like it's a mix of both, if I'm being honest. Anyway, let's continue.
I'm sorry, but the cards declined.
My dad must have frozen my cards.
Kidding me?
Wait, Gia.
Call me when you get your finances sorted out. This is humiliating.
I'm sorry, what happened here? I would assume that the coffee was spilled on him, but I don't see any coffee on his hand. At all. Where's the coffee, my man? Where's the coffee that you're trying to, remove with the toilet paper? Where's the spill that you're gonna remove with the toilet paper? Where is it? I don't see any spill. Anyway, let's continue.
Jim, who's here? Standing by. Struggles with coffee, spills it.
Now, obviously, he's, getting the inspiration from what just happened. But again, where's the spill? I haven't seen any spill. Your hands and the table are completely normal. Where's the spill that you did? And second, okay, I'll be honest. This isn't really a negative thing here, but I'll give him this. Him using the situation he just had to try to create a funny scenario is really creative. I'll give him props for that. I'll give him props for that. Anyway, let's continue.
That is hilarious.
I mean, that situation being hilarious, it of course is a little hilarious by nature, but it of course depends on, how it's done. Because trust me, if you've watched TV shows, you will notice how an action, for example, can be seen as funny or or make you have another reaction depending on how it's executed. So yes. The situation is a little hilarious by nature, even though I haven't left a single bit when I saw that. Again, it depends on the execution, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's continue. I feel like I rambled on for nothing.
I'm on my way. I swear. I don't know how my alarm didn't go off. I said it yesterday. You were there.
Is that the police?
Yeah. They're just passing by. I should probably get off my phone. I want to be a safe driver. See you soon.
Hello, sir.
Officer,
Do you know what I pulled you over today?
To know why my hair is so silky smooth?
Wow, wow, really funny. Like, I'm sorry, out of anything you could have said, you said that. Like, I'm not gonna say that I could have come up with 1,000 different things or different better things or anything like that, because I wouldn't honestly have done that better in this kind of stressful situation. But honestly, I feel like I would have still done like something better. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I feel like I would have come up with something better. Now, I'm not gonna say 1,000 times better, because I wouldn't be able to do this under a stressful situation. But still, I feel like I could come up with something better than that. Like, seriously?
Speeding. I'm writing you a ticket. License and registration, please. Thank you.
No criminal charges, not even a speeding ticket.
Do please hurry, officer. My wife, she's giving birth to our first child, and I want to be there for that.
Right. Which hospital?
Tower Memorial.
Okay. Follow me. I'm giving you a police escort.
Not even a speeding ticket.
Are there any single mothers here? Anyone giving birth to a baby without a father?
If I would have known the epidural cost that much, then I wouldn't have gotten it. I don't have that kind of money to be able to.
Oh, darling, I can't believe I missed it. Just play along and I'll pay for the bill.
Oh, honey.
Oh,
Thank
God.
God that you're here. I was so scared without you.
Oh, she's so precious.
Do I call it a coincidence that everyone just went along with his plan? I'm willing to give it a pass, because let's be honest, money talks. Like, money talks, you know what I mean? And when you say you're gonna pay for, like, the stuff that they have to pay for, honestly, I would have also been like, I would have questioned it, but I would have been like, you know what? Why not? So I'm gonna give him a pass. Anyway.
Can I hold the baby?
Sure, just be careful.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Wes!
Oh, hey, Aaron.
So I haven't seen you and your dad in so long.
Yeah.
You know, I was just thinking about calling him. Is that your baby?
You know, honey, I'm so exhausted. Maybe we should go home. okay?
Absolutely, we should. We were we were doing some.
Here, let me get her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
You know what? I don't care. I'm playing the card. It just so happens that a woman who knows Wes and his father just passed by them at this exact moment. Like, because here's the thing. Like, this is gonna lead to something really big. Like, you know, his dad knowing that of course he didn't have a baby, but like, knowing the news and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm playing that card on this one, because this is way too big of a coincidence for me to pass like that. Anyway, let's continue.
Oh. Thank you so much. If there's any way that I can repay you, just let me know.
Actually, we could use a ride home if you don't mind.
Not at all. Yeah, absolutely. Darla's Diner.
Yeah, I worked there. I was actually working there when my water broke.
So you're a waitress?
Mm-hmm.
No, I was just thinking about something that my dad said. It's nothing. That explains the performance back there. You're not just a waitress, but you're also an actress and now a mother. What don't you do?
Make money, apparently. But, I should get washed up. I gotta get ready for work.
Like, what? No, you just gave birth.
If I don't work, my baby won't get fed. Thanks again for the ride.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my man, but I don't think part-time jobs offer like paid maternity leave. Like, of course, like full-time jobs obviously do. Of course, some of them. I don't think all of them have paid maternity leave, but like I don't think part-time jobs are included in the rule of paid maternity leaves because here's the thing. If you see the analytics, most people who work in part-time jobs are obviously people who are young, teenagers trying to earn a little bit of money, young adults doing the same thing, stuff like that. So yeah, when they were analyzing how much a person should be paid in these part-time jobs, they don't take into account maternity leave because they usually don't account for a woman getting pregnant. Now, of course, we don't know how old she is. Now, I think it's just normal for her to be like, 25, 20, 21, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, she's not a teenager. She's not 18 or anything like that. It's pretty obvious here. So, I wouldn't be surprised that there isn't any paid maternity leave because these jobs weren't made with moms that are working there in mind. Anyway, let's continue.
Dad, I'm so sorry I'm late.
There he is. Don't worry about it, son. The studio had to postpone the meeting anyway. Please, have a seat.
You're not mad?
Only that you didn't tell me the big news. My goodness, your baby. I can't believe it. I'm a grandfather.
Wes, I would recommend that you just tell him the truth because here's the thing. In this part of the story, like, Wes wouldn't lose much if he just told the truth because here's the thing. Like, based on the agreement, he technically wouldn't have lost. Now, I don't know what Wiggly Jumps would exactly mean because when it comes to these types of agreements, you have to know what each definition actually means because when it comes to agreements, deals, stuff like that, wording can change up immensely what the agreement means. Now, I won't give specific examples, but if you've seen deals, you know what I mean. Like, specific wording can change entirely what a deal or agreement is about. So I don't know what wiggly jumps actually mean. But yeah, when it comes to the whole speedy tech and stuff like that, he technically hasn't done anything. So he could just confess right now and barely lose a thing. Anyway, let's continue.
You traveled really fast around here.
So? Tell me what she's like. What does she do?
Dad, she's a baby. She doesn't do anything.
The baby silly? The mom.
Oh, Phoebe. She is actually a waitress. But she wants to be an actress. And she's so smart. And funny.
You know what? I'm predicting it right now. I don't care. He's gonna keep staying with her, or like at least like helping her and stuff like that to prove to his dad that he's quote unquote the father. Now, of course, I'm saying quote unquote here because it isn't actually the truth. You know what I mean? But anyways, like it's very clear that sooner or later she's gonna become his wife or his girlfriend because I would have a hard time believing that she isn't because it would be basically all for nothing if that wasn't the truth. Anyway, let's continue.
Honestly, probably the hardest working person I've ever met.
She sounds like just the kind of woman you need in your life. Oh, and I'm reinstating your credit cards. Can't have my granddaughter needing anything now, can I?
Really?
Of course. Now I understand why you didn't make the meeting. You got your priorities straight. Keep showing responsibility at work like you are at home, and I might seriously consider you to be a development manager after all. Do well on the pitch next week, it's as good as yours.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dad. I'm not going to disappoint you.
Oh, hold on. The big question is, when do I get to meet my granddaughter?
Just confess already. You know what? I'm saying the sentence. You're digging yourself into a deeper and deeper hole. Like, my God, you're basically doing that at this point. Like, the hole right now isn't that deep, so he could just confess right now and not lose much. But it's very clear that he's gonna have to dig deeper and deeper. And two things will happen. Either he'll be caught lying and suffer big consequences, or he'll have to live with the fact that he's got a wife that he didn't he's got a wife that he didn't originally intend to have or intend to get, and a grandchild that's not even his. So yeah, there are only two ways in this scenario. Anyway, let's continue.
Bring her to the pitch meeting. Everybody loves babies, and I'll get to meet her, and she'll help seal the deal.
Yeah.
Congrats, uncle. Or whatever it is you call it when your cousin has a baby.
Huh?
Oh yeah, that's his cousin. Yeah, it makes more sense now because with the amount that he gets involved compared to a normal employee, I would have honestly been surprised if he turned out to be just a normal employee, because no normal employee gets involves themselves into family matters. So yeah, thank you for clarifying. Anyway, let's continue.
Didn't you hear Wes had a daughter? Julian's over the moon about it. He's even thinking about naming Wes development manager now that he's finally showing responsibility. I gotta go.
I am so sorry about that. What can I do for you, sir?
Yes, could you live with me? Wow, that was aggressive. Sorry, and creepy. But it pays. What? No, I meant
At least he realized. Just telling all of a sudden, would you live with me? It's funny. It's funny because of the fact that he didn't intend for it to sound like that. It's honestly funny. Anyway, let's continue.
my dad saw the photo of us with the baby, remember? And he loved it. He was like super ecstatic. It was like, son, you might actually be responsible for the promotion that you want. And so basically what I'm asking you is, could you be my girlfriend slash baby mama?
What?
I'm sorry. Why? Why? Just why? Absolutely why did you say slash baby mama? Why? Just why, man? Why? And let's continue.
No. That's
Wait, please. Sorry. I'm just desperate. It's just 6 months, and then you can do whatever you want, and you'll be able to afford whatever you want. Seriously, I had my lawyer draw up a contract for you. Everything's completely above board.
Excuse me, miss?
Just pretend that it's your biggest role. You get to stay at home, be a full-time mom, and if you're ever uncomfortable, I have to put you up in a hotel. It's in the contract.
Phoebe, you have a customer waiting.
coming.
Please, just look it over. I'll leave the contract here.
I'm sorry, but no, this isn't an acting gig. This is lying to a man who thinks he's a grandfather. I can't do it.
It's...
I am so sorry.
Thank you for having morals. Thank you.
To cry.
And of course, the baby will have to reconsider his offer.
What do you think?
It's great. Just a little messy.
Yeah, I haven't really had much time to clean up. It's been a busy couple of days. Can I offer you a drink?
Oh, I'm breastfeeding, so I can't drink.
Right.
Besides, it's only 2:30. Wait, is this your dad? He's like the head of a multimedia empire.
Yeah. And I work at that multimedia.
Oh, no way.
Yahweh.
Ooh, a college degree. And with honors.
Why did you sound so surprised? You don't think I'm smart?
No, you're smart. Just maybe a little irresponsible.
Oh, no. Do not read that. That is...
Did you write this? It's really good.
Huh.
Is there more of it? I'd love to read the rest. Or maybe even help you write it. I love comedy.
Wait, you write too?
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing the card. It just so happens that she loves comedy, Wait, did she? Wait, does she write too? Like, did she confirm that or deny that? Wait, let's see.
I mean that.
Oh yeah, she did confirm it. So it just so happens that she loves comedy and writes it as well. I already played the card twice, my man. Like, the chances of this happening are decreasing by the day. Because for the last time I'm reminding people, because Dhar Mann himself hasn't said it in like a year or two at this point. But these stories are meant to... Okay. These stories are meant to be inspiring. These stories are meant to be stuff that can happen in real life, to teach you lessons. So, when stuff like this happens, I get mad because remember, this is a story that's supposed to happen. Now, I'm not saying it happened in real life. I'm not saying that because my wording can sometimes be confusing. But basically what I'm saying is that I don't like a story that has a very, 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 very small chance of happening. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that at all. I like it when stories don't rely on coincidences, like a certain person liking a certain thing that's related to a certain person's work, like this, you know, like this situation right here. Oh, she just so happens to like doing the thing that his work is about. Like, do you see that coincidence here? I'm not pointing out anything for the sake of it. I'm pointing out something that has a very, 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 very small chance of happening. Like, I like it when Dhar Mann's stories don't rely on coincidences like this. I like it a lot more like that than being full of coincidences. Like, and trust me. And at least I'll be honest with the fact that this isn't the worst I've seen. I've seen much worse from that channel. But anyway, let's continue.
There's no point actually. Because my father hates comedy.
Oh.
Well, it wouldn't really work.
I'm sorry, your father hates comedy, but he wants a movie about it. Like, what? I'm sorry, I'm confused now. Does your father want a comedy film or not? Or like I don't remember if it's a film or show, since they said media. But whether it's a movie or a show, I'm confused. If your father hates comedy, then why would he want a film or a TV show that's comedic? You see how this makes zero sense? Anyway, let's continue.
Hey, do you mind getting this bottle ready and grabbing some diapers?
Me?
If you're gonna show your dad that you're taking responsibility, you might as well start to play the part, right?
Cue the montage and skip! Okay, so basically he's starting to take responsibilities. I'm sorry for the sudden start, but basically the montage is basically about him, you know, becoming more responsible, him playing the part of being a dad and taking care of the baby, stuff like that. Saved you like 30 or 40 seconds. Anyway, let's continue.
Hey, Gia. I haven't talked to you in forever.
Yeah, it has been a while. Did you get your credit cards working again?
Yeah, more than that. Looks like I'm gonna be the new development manager.
My guy, why haven't you broken up with her already? Like, the fact that the first thing she asks you is if your credit card is working again, that means that, yup, she only cares about the money. Like, it's pretty obvious, but like, still, this should be a pretty obvious sign to him that she only cares about the money. Now, of course, it's obvious to us. We know by this point because of what's been happening so far and because of the title. But yeah, now that I think about it, I don't think that this title will really come true because she has to dump him. Like, she has to break up with him for this title to be true. And like, if it happened back then that would have been fulfilled. But nope, it didn't happen. So let's continue.
Is that a baby crying?
It's a long story, but basically, I'm pretending to have a baby so that my dad thinks I'm responsible.
So then it's not your baby?
Absolutely not. I ain't ready to have no baby.
Okay, good. So, I wanted to ask you, do you want to go shopping with me?
Yes. Absolutely.
I knew you'd say yes. Bye. Love you, Wessie.
Yep, I would have I would have just said that she's cheating on him.
Okay, so it's set in the future, right? Where there's this secret group that uses.
Okay, so she isn't cheating on him, but basically she got paid out. Okay, I'll give him his cousin that. This is a pretty smart plan to get the confession out of him.
Mobile phones and basically this former special forces guy, the hero, and then there's just all this epic action and cool tech. I mean, it's a rough idea, but what do you think?
Another epic action flick? Sounds like a groundbreaking idea. I don't think you should waste your time on it. And you know, maybe development's just not your thing.
Would you like some champagne?
Definitely.
Thanks.
Are you joking? Don't be such a party pooper.
Party pooper, there ain't any party in the first place. I'm sorry, you're drinking champagne that contains alcohol that could get you drunk while you're picking out shoes. Like, this is one of the worst. Like, this isn't a good place at all to get drunk. Are you kidding me? Okay, anyway. Wait a second. Oh, I think I know what she's trying to do. She's peer pressuring him into drinking it so that he becomes drunk and it becomes a show that, nope, he ain't responsible.
Yeah.
Hey, just checking. Are you almost here?
Yeah. I'm actually on my way right now, so I'm about to park. I'll see you soon. Bye.
What took you so long? I thought you said you were in the parking lot.
There was a car that took my spot. I had to wait for the tow truck. Is everything okay?
Did you forget
Go on.
about the baby?
Oh. Yeah, sorry, I forgot. I totally forgot to bring her.
I wonder why. Maybe it's because she's not your baby.
Baby crying?
It's a long story, but basically, I'm pretending to have a baby so that my dad thinks I'm responsible.
Dad, I can explain.
Sorry to interrupt, but the execs are here.
Thank you.
Look,
Is your pitch ready?
Yeah, well, I had an idea.
You blew your last and only chance. What do I always tell you? You want to be taken seriously, you have to take your responsibilities seriously. And clearly you don't. Good thing we have Greg's pitch.
Okay, I'll give Greg this. Like, I admit, he's playing a little dirty, I would say, but still, like, I'll admit, he's done some hard work, so I'm not surprised that he's done this. I don't think, like, when we think about a real world perspective, he hasn't done this because he's just a villain that wants to get in the protagonist's way. Like, if you think about it from a real world perspective, it's more of a, Greg has been working, I don't know how long, let's assume months, because I don't think years will cut it, since they seem really young for it to be years. So, he has been working for a long time, and, like, he has been dealing with what's specifically, what's the stuff, I definitely wasn't trying to say something else. Anyway, so, yeah, I honestly am not surprised at all that he's trying to dig up dirt on him, because first of all, Wes was lying in the first place. It's not a scenario where he's just trying to dig up a lie, where he's just trying to lie. No, he's the one who discovered the lie. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, you could say that he did this because he's a villain, but from a real world perspective, he just wants the job that he's worked hard to get. Anyway, let's continue.
And you're cut off for good.
Wes, someone's here to see you.
You forgot your laptop at home and I got worried. Plus, she told me to come.
You did?
Craig's a nightmare. I'd much rather have you as a boss. Just get in there and pitch their socks off.
Thanks. But even if I wanted to, I don't have a pitch.
Well, it's a good thing I do. I wrote it based off of what I remembered reading.
But this is a comedy. They only ever take action. There's no way my dad will go for something like that.
Doesn't mean that the execs won't.
Yeah, come on, Wes. At this point, you've got nothing to lose.
Honestly, it's like every other action movie we've made.
I mean, but not exactly.
I believe we've heard enough. Thank you for your time, but I'm afraid we're going to pass.
Wait, we have a pitch.
Wes, you can't just.
I'm honestly surprised this moment hasn't happened sooner because from what I've heard so far, it seems like this company has been around for a very long time because his dad is known and the media company itself is known, stuff like that. So it seems like they've been doing this for a long time. So I'm surprised that it's like every other movie you made, the argument has only been brought up now. This is the type of thing which I would have expected to be brought up earlier, considering the fact that this company seems to be really old and has existed for a long time. So I'm surprised that they only bring up the argument of, but every action movie that we've done is like this. I'm honestly surprised that they only do action, because this thing, when it comes to these types of movies, it's really hard to stick to one type, because sooner or later you're gonna be rehashing what you already did before. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's continue.
Just barge in here.
Oh, look. A baby. May I? I have to practice for an upcoming photo shoot. Okay, for the little one, I'll give you 60 seconds.
Perfect, that's all we need. Great.
Ready?
Thank you. Why does this coffee machine hate?
Maybe it's not the coffee machine, Jim. Maybe it's you.
Ouch. I have feelings. My feelings.
Clearly, it's drowning in coffee.
If only my barista skills matched my charm.
If only.
Do you think if I spill enough coffee, they'll replace this machine?
Or they just replace you.
Maybe.
Only one way to find out.
So basically, imagine a comedy series set in a coffee shop based around its eccentric customers and employees in.
I honestly don't know if I laughed because they laughed or if I laughed because this is genuinely funny. I honestly feel like it's a mix of both. Like, it's funny, yes, but I feel like them laughing helped get the chuck out of me, you know what I mean? Like, I usually don't laugh with others unless it's something I understand or just to blend in. And I have no reason to blend in here, you know what I mean? Like, if this was my friends, then maybe I'd laugh just to blend in, but here I don't have a reason. So, honestly, I think the reason is because it's funny, but the fact that they laugh kind of helps it get out of me, I guess. Anyway, let's continue.
Every episode features a hilarious interaction, a coffee disaster, and an unexpected friendship.
Obviously, I speak for everyone when I say that was the best pitch I've heard in a long time.
Really?
We're going to need the entire first season. We'll be in touch.
Well, I think we found our new development manager.
We can't do that. Have you forgotten Wes lied? That he's an irresponsible deadbeat?
Hold on. The guy that got me pregnant and then skipped out of town, he's an irresponsible deadbeat. But Wes, he's been cleaning up the apartment, his act, and the baby vomit. Okay, he might have his flaws, yes, but I've been seeing every single day personally how he's been growing. I believe in Wes, and I think you should too.
And cut.
Are you crushing it?
Thank you. Hi, my love. Oh. Well, you know what today is?
No.
Today marks our 6 months, which means our fake relationship is over and you don't have to be with me anymore.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I don't have to. but I will because I want to.
All right, now the ratings are in. This is the biggest hit the studio's ever seen. Yes. We have to celebrate.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Where's that new assistant?
Oh, Greg.
Okay. Not for me, thanks. Trying to set a good example for the little one. Who's a good example?
Okay, so I'll be honest, it's a pretty good video despite the fact that I freaking played the card twice. But like, this is an example of just because a video has flaws doesn't mean it's bad. Like, trust me, I've seen videos that have had so many flaws that they were genuinely bad. But I'll be honest, this one wasn't bad at all. I think that the advice here is if you want to be taken seriously, you have to take your responsibility seriously, which is honestly a really great life message, especially for people who don't take their responsibilities seriously at all. Honestly, I don't think I have much to say on this one. Like, this video is pretty good and stuff like that. Like, usually I have a lot to say, but it's only a good thing for it because most of the time when I have a lot more to say, it's usually negative. So yeah, this just shows that the video is good because I don't have that much to say. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. On the left is my most recent video, on the right is a video YouTube recommends, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.